Everybody, how's it going? Today is April 29th, 2023. It is not a Thursday, it's a Saturday, in fact, and we are here to go over a special edition of Monster Strike News. As you may remember, there was a special Monster Strike Spring Cup event where they would be playing around with the Monst Stadium app and fighting for prizes, and they announced at the end of that there would be a Monster Strike News. And of course, with Golden Week in full force in Japan, which is just a string of holidays which allows the Japanese working force to have a lot of days off in a row. It's dubbed as Golden Week. And with Golden Week means a lot of people have free time. So what do corporations do? Let's try and get some money from you. Yeah, that's the best way to put it, right? So, without further ado, let's get going and see what exactly was announced for the world of Monster Strike during that event. They did properly announce that the Monster Strike Grand Prix 2023 will be returning. We'll get some more details about that in the near future. So if you're in Japan and want to try out, please make sure you take advantage of that. I think they said they would open it up to high schoolers. They started off with a Transcension Kai announcement. It is Belphegor here. A nice old monster for sure, and she gets a nice upgrade here. She is a bounce demon super balance type. She will be getting super anti-warp, super anti-wind, water element killer, and status effect resist. On the connect skill, she will be getting anti-magic circle along with a water element resist. The requirements there are 2 or more non-demon types or 2 or more non-balance types in your team. Her strike shot is a speed and power up and will make the laser barriers disappear from all hit enemies for a set amount of turns. Strike shot all enemy lock on laser EL in the wood flavor, and a Chodetsu homing 18 in the dark flavor. Obviously the big thing is gonna be the strike shot, how big that multiplier is going to be. Usually when it's just the laser barrier removal, it's on the higher side, so we'll have to see how strong it is. But definitely always good to see an oldie getting a nice boost for the new world, right? She gets anti-wind and anti-magic circle, which is always a nicer bonus to see nowadays. A little sad there's no like no speed down wall or transport wall. Anyway, all good. The second announcement we got, and we're going directly into some limited characters. We get Walpurgis, one of my favorite characters from the past, and I really like the new hairdo she's sporting there. So I'm excited to get her in the Kai form. Pierce Demon super balance type. She has Minesweeper L, Super Laser Stop M, as well as Super Anti-Warp and Flight Bestow, those last two being on the gauge. Her connect skills is a triple. We've got Super Anti-Damage Wall, Anti-Magic Circle, and First Killer. The requirements there is 2 or more non-demon classes on your team or 2 or more non-balance types on your team. Strike shot is a speed and power up and will delay all hit enemies, and her bump combo is a double fire, all enemy piercing, splitting bullets, along with the Chodetsu mid-range spread 9. Definitely doesn't look too bad. Obviously something that you want to make sure you have your connect skill on reliably. So, but you know, pretty good. You got Minesweeper, Warp, Walls, and Circle, which again, none of them more newer gimmicks on her, but certainly a nice set of skills to play with. And of course, for those of you lucky enough to have the Valentine's form, you get this lovely art. I love the way this looks. It is quite nice. So for those of you who have the Valentine form, congrats to you. Now, of course, like I said, there was a 99.999999999% chance that we'd be getting a collab announcement on this news, and they showed it off after finishing the announcements for Walpurgis here. The next collab will be Shingeki no Kyojin Attack on Titan. This is the second time that we will be having a collab with AoT. The collab will be starting actually earlier than I thought. I was expecting as soon as the current event would end. It will happen a day before that, immediately once it turns into May 2023 at midnight Japan time. This collab will start. So let's take a look at the Gacha Monsters. As it's not surprising with this case, you've got the characters pairing up for round 2 of the Gacha. We've got Mikasa Ackerman and Armin Arlert in the first set as a fire type monster. We've got Demihume Balance as his classifications there. Also have super anti-gravity barrier, anti-damage wall, demi-hume killer, and super laser stop. He will also get something called the new 3D maneuver device, Shingata Rittai Kido Sochi, right? And this ability gives him not only flight, but also 2 times attack against Titan bosses. This is similar to what the old Shingeki characters had. They did have flight as well as, I think it was just 1.5x against Titan enemies, so it does give a little bit more Slayer power to his abilities. But of course, that is a little bit of a downside because you know that the second half of that ability will only apply during the collab and will be utterly useless otherwise in the game. However, flight is important, and actually that's very important for you guys to remember, because for those of you who can't read Japanese, well, actually anybody, if you don't know what this ability does, you're gonna forget that he actually has flight as part of his ingrained ability. So please don't forget that he does have flight, and the fact that it's on the gauge. If you miss your gauge, you will be eating mine. So please be careful about that. I mean, obviously, seeing Ajin Killer is not too surprising, right? Everybody's a demi-human in this world. But, you know, an okay skill set. Game Myth currently gives him a 7.5, but I also want to give people some warning, right? I know people, on first impression, on paper, it doesn't look super strong, but always remember, you know, the representation video that they have of the strike shot isn't always necessarily going to be the best. So there could be some hidden abilities, there could be some insane multipliers, some insane formulas related to that. So just wait a little bit before you make a full decision on how good or bad these characters actually are. I will admit, at first glance, they don't look super exciting though. So I understand the little bit of a negative undertone that's going on right now with what we've seen. I still say be patient. Strike shot speed and power up. After you are done moving, Mikasa will attack the first hit enemy, and then Armin will follow up as an attack as a Titan, which I believe they said will attack the entire screen, but I'm not 100% sure how that will work. Bump combo, we've got a Fire Chozetsu Pierce Homing 8, and then a mid-range Pierce Poison spread. Next up, we've got Jean Kirstein and Connie Springer as the next Gacha monster. They will be fitted in the water element. They are bounce demi-human speed type monster. We've got super anti-damage wall, anti-warp, super anti-wind, counter killer, and again, new 3D maneuver device, which gives him flight and 2x attack against Titan enemies. Strike shot is John and Connie will split up, move around, and we'll do a follow-up attack to the first hit enemy. Bump combo, this is nice. I always love to see these. Rampage, Wall Bomb, and Super Bullet. That's definitely going to be a nice one to see, I think. Currently, Game With is giving him a 7.5 as well. For Gacha number 3, we've got Hanji and Captain Levi pairing up here in the light element. Their abilities, well, first, they are a Pierce Demi-Hume Balance type. We've got super anti-damage wall, super anti-speed down wall, null element resist. On the gauge, we've got wall boost and, of course, the 3D maneuver device. Hopefully you know what that means by now without me putting it on the screen. Strike shot is speed power up, and all touched friendlies by Hanji will be powered up for a set amount of turns, and then Levi will be doing a follow-up attack. Bump combo, I think this is a really strong set too. 3-way follow-up Pierce Bullet along with the Pierce Target Lock on Shockwave 4. That will definitely be nice to clean things up. And Game With gives him a slight edge over the other two Gacha monsters with an 8.0 at the moment. Again, let me remind you one more time that it is still very, very early. Nobody has their hands on this character. All of these evaluations are done purely on the demo videos given by Monster Strike. And of course, we know how Monster Strike is with those demo videos. So please, please, please don't, make your full opinions based on them. The Gacha 4-5 star monsters in the new collab generation will be Rainer Braun and Annie, oops, sorry, I missed them, and their Annie Leonhardt in the wood element, and we've got Gabi Brown and Valpurgis as the dark 4-5 star monsters. Now, of course, when we get a revival, the older monsters will tend to get an update, and that is no surprise here. We will be getting Transcension Kais for the original 3 characters that joined in the game. First, let's take a look at Eren Jaeger in the water fire element here. Bounce, Demi-Hume Super Balance type. We got Super Anti-Warp, Anti-Wind, Ethereal Killer, which is the Genju type. We also have Anti-Magic Circle and Inner Strength M on the gauge. For his Connect skill, he gets a lone anti-speed down 1, although it is a new gimmick, so that's nice to see. And the requirements there is that all you need is 1 or more non-bounce types, or your team luck is 100 or more. Strike Shot is Eren will turn into a Titan. He will be a Pierce type as well, and he will motivate all enemies, so if you touch them, they will start moving around. And then he will attack all hit enemies after done moving, and he will heal your party to 100% afterwards. So that is quite a lot of individual things going on with his Strike Shot, and probably contributes to why GameWith is currently giving him an 8.5 with this set of skills and Strike Shots. Bump combo, we got a super 8-way splitting bullet. That definitely gets strong when you get the right positioning, as well as power field. So I think there's a lot of good things you can see with Eren here. So we'll see how he shines once he is live in the game. Next up, we've got Mikasa Ackerman in the wood element. She is definitely got a nice art style going there. Bounce, Demi-Hume Super Speed type there, and do note that she gets the bump combo crit skill, which is nice. Anti-Magic Circle, Regen M on the main. On the gauge, we've got Anti-Block, Repeat Hit Killer M, and yes, new 3D maneuver device. Connect skill is Super Anti-Damage Wall along with Laser Stop, and then the requirements for that is to have 2 or more non-speed types on the team, or your team luck exceeds 100 or more. Strike Shot is a speed and power up. She will reveal all the weak points of the hit enemies, and there will be a follow-up attack to the first enemy hit. Strike Shot bump combos, is a wood flavored high cross stinker along with the Chozetsu dimensional slash. Not too bad at all, but unfortunately, GameWith is currently giving her a 7.5. So we'll see how she can hopefully shine once people get their hands on her. Last but not least, we've got Captain Levi here in the dark element. Captain Levi, Pierce, Demi-Hume Super Balance type. Anti-block, anti-magic circle, weak point killer on the gauge, along with new 3D maneuver device. Connect skill gives him super anti-gravity barrier, along with null element resist. The requirements there is you need 2 or more non-Demi-Hume classes, or 2 or more non-balance types on your team. Strike Shot is speed and power up, and will do a follow-up attack to the first hit enemy and delay it. Levi was definitely known for the fact that he was so strong that you never actually got to see the delay in action. We'll see if that's the case or not with the new multipliers for his Strike Shot. Definitely one thing to note is that he does have a pretty heavy Strike Shot with no way to, or at least for himself, to reduce that Strike Shot count. So interesting to see how heavy it is. Hopefully a sign that it will be stronger once fully charged up. I don't know. Bump combo, we got Rapid Bomb Throw and Chogetsu Slash. So we'll see how the new look and feel for these old Gen 1 monsters will fare in the world of Monsters. And the day that these Transcension Kais will be unlocked will be the start of the collab on May 1st midnight. You will be able to unlock the Transcensions of these monsters immediately. So we'll definitely get some news on how good or how not so good they are once you have the ability to play. Attack on Titan's Gacha will be starting on May 1st at midnight and will last for a little over 2 weeks until 16th of May, 11:59 a.m. Japan time. And of course, as the case is, you will have the ability to get all the monsters here, but you will have a higher chance to get the Gen 2 monsters in this gacha. Which of course means that you have an equivalent Gen 1 gacha, which you'll give a slightly higher overall rate to the Gen 1 monsters. However, there will be no individual rate ups to the original set of characters. So After a few days, you'll be getting individual rate ups for the new paired Gacha monsters, but you will never see individual pair ups for these characters, unfortunately. That's, I guess, a special for those of you who actually played when it first came. And it wouldn't be a collab without a collab paid pack deal. This costs only 1,000 yen. Not only do you get an exclusive monster to the collab, but you also get a starter pack of items to help you get started. If you are here new to the game, you walked in here, you saw Attack on Titans. Oh, what's this Monster Strike game? Oh, it's Japanese only. What can I do? Well, hello. But you also get some items to help you out, which is really good. So, and you know, it's worth it for new people. Now, is it worth it for veterans? That's a different question. But the paid pack exclusive monster will be Eren Jaeger here in the wood element. And here is his abilities. Demi-Human balance type, super minesweeper, super anti-speed down wall, and power mode is on his main. On the gauge, you've got anti-magic circle and strike shot turn charge. Strike shot is increase attack defense of all friendlies, and then grand motivate is activated, which means you get to kick off all your friendly units in a direction of your of the arrow you pointed without having to touch them. And what's important here to note is that the increase in attack and defense happens before the motivate happens, which is, I don't know if we've seen that before. That's actually, I think, pretty unique. But you get that bonus, and then whatever multipliers you may get from the grand motivate. I'm actually trying to look at it right now if people were able to figure that out from the demo. Was there a demo? I don't think there was a demo video, so yeah, there's no way to get that information right now. But we'll have to see how powerful this gets. This on paper looks a bit stronger than most of the other paid pack exclusive monsters, I think. Wood chose it to pierce, weak point, lock on, shockwave 5, and triangle bomb are his bump combos, which is also a nice set for sure to output damage. But as is usually the case, there's nothing that's like must have for these paid pack monsters. So for those of you who are free to play like myself, won't miss out on too much. But if you are a big fan of Attack on Titans, 100% would highly, why not go for it? You get a decent monster along with okay set of items. Again, much more recommended for newer players to just have a nice character to go with. But for those of you who have been around for a while, it's up to you. It's up to you. Not helpful. Event monsters, let's take a look at them real quick. We got Peak Finger, interesting spelling in English. Porco Galliard in wood, Lara Tiber in dark, and we also have the 4 5-star event monsters with Flock Forster and the Pure Titan, Muaka no Kyojin. These quests will be available starting, of course, when the collab hits. The scheduled ones will take a little bit of time to join in, but they will be available until the 16th. And for those of you who missed out on the first gen quests of Attack on Titan, they will be available in the library as well for you to play along to catch up. And of course, it wouldn't be a collab without an Insidious Quest. We've got Eren and Jaeger available. We'll see how difficult this is, because this is one of the farmable quests in which all of your monsters will be treated as max luck, so you do not need to bring a max luck monster. Just bring your OP monsters to the quest and tear down this duo so that you can max luck them in your box. And of course, we also have a little gimmicky area for the collab. It's going to be the Liberio Escape Plan, Liberio Dashitsu Sakusen, and that will be kind of like a, I don't know, you're trying to search for your teammates there. You see there are 7 teammates that you need to basically pick up from the map. And the trick is you don't know where they are. So how this works is you will see a map on the screen. You have the ability to move orthogonally, which is up, down, left, or right, but not diagonally. When you go onto that position, you'll be uncovering a mission that you need to complete. Now, I did look online, and doesn't look like they have missions already pre-assembled for us to translate for you. So I'm not going to be able to give it to you right away, but if you are on the Discord channel, if you're on Twitter, if you're on YouTube, wherever you can contact me, please let me know what missions you have so that I can compile those missions for you and hopefully have a database of missions so that it's easy for somebody to go in and see what you need to actually do to clear. Since of course, you know, I'm here to help you guys out deal with the fact that you love the game but you can't speak it. But what do you do with the mission? Where once you clear it, then there will be a chance that one of your teammates is present at that location. If so, you will collect that teammate and great, you will get some rewards. However, do note that you will only be able to get one teammate per day, and whatever teammate you get will dictate what rewards you earn from this mission area. However, this is important, your progression on the map will be reset every day on midnight, so you'll have to start from the starting position once again the next day to try and find your next teammate. And I mean, I thought it was funny that the name for the mission fireball monster that you can get will be Onyankopon, not the limited character from the game, but I guess Attack on Titan has somebody called Onyankopon. So cool. So how it works is every time you find a teammate, you will be getting 15 copies of Onyankopon, and like I said, along with whatever character specific rewards that are associated with them. Like, for example, the Eren, right? I think that was Eren, right? We'll be getting a special good job sticker, a alternate strike shot set of voices, as well as a super type string, right? Whereas Mikasa, you're getting an alternate strike shot voice set. There could be other stuff online. Maybe they just didn't put it on the screen. But if you are able to get all of your teammates in the mission area, not only will you get an alternate strike shot set voice for Onyankopon, you'll get the coveted unlocking a connect skill scroll. Very much a hard item to collect. Is quite, let's say, nowadays it seems like they're on a regular cadence on giving it out. But if you want it, the only other way to get it generally is through the castle. And that is quite difficult to do. So please do not miss out on getting that connect scroll. Very, very much worth it. And for the login bonus rewards, we will be getting a Child, Eren, Mikasa, and Armin combo card, which looks very nice. Every day you log in, you will be getting 10 copies of them. On day 1, you'll get a special good job sticker featuring Keys, and on days 2 and 5, you'll be getting a Tokudama. So probably that means we'll be getting 3 in total if you add the Monster Strike Day reward that we'll inevitably get. And of course, as is the case with collabs, any monsters that you get via the paid pack, the login bonus or mission bonuses will function as a max luck monster for the duration of the collab, regardless of their current luck. This of course helps out newer players to have at least a few more options of max luck if they are farming outside of Monster Strike. Before we go, we got a little bit of a dice roll on the video, and we get Kaisaru, Caesar's Transcension, and actually this looks pretty darn good, right? Ooh, I missed the icons for the gauge. But bounce, demi-human speed type, we got super anti-gravity barrier, flight, anti-magic circle, weak point killer EL, along with anti-block and recovery L. Strike shot is speed, power up, and will reveal all hit enemies' weak points. And you know, these 3 things are why I think, and I think a lot of other people will say that this is going to be pretty strong, is that the bump combo is a weak point bullet, and it's a lock-on kind of bump combo. So not only do you get weak point killer EL, you can reveal all the weak points, and you've got a bump combo that's specifically targeting said weak point. So that's going to be pretty darn good, I think. Also get a dark 8-way splitting bullet as well. So definitely going to be fun to see how Kaisaru breaks something in the world of Monster Strike. Hopefully. I don't know. We'll see. And one more thing, we got another Transcension at the end. Watatsumi getting her Transcension as well. She has been skipped over a bit, so definitely good to see her finally getting some love. Deity speed type with super anti-gravity barrier, minesweeper M, gravity barrier killer L, and strike shot turn charge M. On the gauge, you've got super anti-warp and status effect recovery. Strike shot is a little bit new. I mean, in general, we've seen all the parts before, right? You got speed, power up, all enemies she hits, she will steal attack from them. So attack down to them, attack up to yourself, and then power up all friendlies for a set around of turns. Bump combo, we've got copy and super status effect recovery blast. Now, of course, copy is going to be, I think, a big boost for her usage. She's going to have a lot of nice synergies with specific monsters that are also water type. I don't think I need to tell you who would go well with her, but it'll pair nicely with her, as well as she is a Pierce type, but looks like she would have some. Well, I think her skill set will definitely make it irrelevant that she's a Pierce type for Castle 1. So for those of you who are starting out and still need some help with that stage, I'm sure Watatsumi will be a very strong helping hand. Now, release dates. They will be released gradually. Remember, all of the Attack on Titan monsters will be released on May 1st. On May 2nd, we'll be getting the release of Belphegor's Transcension Kai. On the 3rd, we'll get Watatsumi's Transcension. And then on the 4th, we'll get Kaisa's Transcension. And finally, on the 5th, we will be getting Walpurgis's Transcension Kai. And so, as you can see, we got 3 limited characters, Transcension or Kais, unlocked. I guess next week, they'll be unlocked. And then we get Belphegor, who's a nice oldie, getting some love for the Transcension Kai. And after everything was done, they did announce that they would be doing an X-Flag Park-like event this year. They're saying it is beyond X-Flag Park. They're going to be calling it Monster Strike Dream Days. And it is not going to be in Makuhari Messe this year. They have tapped Ariake Arena. Unfortunately, I'm not in Japan, so I have no idea where that is or how big it is, but from the logo, it's looking like a stadium. So I'm interested to see what they've actually rented out. An actual baseball stadium? I don't know. Anyways, that'll be occurring on July 8th and 9th, and of course, Monster, whatever the X-Flag Park, call it X-Flag Park, call it Dream Days, it doesn't matter. We're gonna get a lot of big stuff from that, a lot of big events, a lot of big YouTube personalities like Shiro, and well, I guess Shiro's the only one I dedicate watching, but like the Famitsu guys, the like Yumi, who else do I watch? Shirokuro channel, Chuni, right? Yeah. So here and there, they'll all be there together, so it'll be a fun event. A lot of things will be streaming. I don't think I have. Right, Hinata Zaka just sent their single now, so probably I can do a live stream there. We'll do that live together. It's always fun. It's a nice long event to enjoy, but a lot of fun stuff. And of course, just being there with you guys to help translate live is always nice. Anyways, that's it. It's a long news, I know, but if you're still here after almost 30 minutes, thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments of what you're most excited about. Are you disappointed? I know a lot of people are disappointed. That's the feeling I get on the Discord channel. I see on Twitter that they were hoping for something more. I guess it doesn't help that this was also leaked by the Taiwanese, a Taiwanese advert that was saying that it was out there. So a little bit, a bit of a deflator in terms of the announcement. But and of course, people seeing that on paper that they don't seem to be as strong. I understand that. I fully understand that. I'm not going to say they're strong, you're crazy, but I just say just wait a little bit to see what the numbers show and if there's any other interesting abilities that are hidden along the way with these characters that could make them better. So keep an eye out for the rundown video when that's ready. I will probably not start as the gacha opens up on midnight, because that is what, 8 a.m. local time. So. But anyways, that's it for me today. Thank you for watching. If you have not done so already, please consider hitting the like button as well as subscribing. Monst on Twitter has all of this stuff already up for you. They've been up since last night, so I was exhausted and too tired to do a video last night. I'm sorry. So that's why it's up at my usual upload time. And of course, the Discord channel, talk with other folks who love to speak English as well. That's it for me tonight. Thank you for watching. Until next time, bye bye.